Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, not far from Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. And today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside is 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So Arkansas State will have some work to do after that short return. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Cross.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It's now second down after the short completion. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Stevenson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job on the D.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rayner. They're bringing heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So the FIU Panthers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Panthers are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Jenkins. Dances away to buy time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Stevenson. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Let's go, Panther fans. You know what to do. Get loud.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Red Wolves want to move quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Trying play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
The Red Wolves will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Jenkins. Setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
7, Arkansas State, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he left him grabbing. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
FIU pushing tempo. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, FIU. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block, it's Patterson. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To throw, it's Jenkins. Right down the middle. It's complete. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Movement here from the tight end. The inside handoff. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. It is good! And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Coming after it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
He's marked down at the 22. 2nd down going up.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Patterson. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Gets it out fast. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the 1st half. This is a good start.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
How about this defense? Getting to the quarterback in back-to-back plays. You want to pressure the quarterback. If you get him on the ground, it's gravy. Nice job. 2 sacks in a row, bringing up a 3rd and long situation.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
FIU will line up to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabs it in the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Fires the pass, intercepted. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Grabbed in the middle. It's Stevenson. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
To the air, it's Rayner. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ricardo Silva Stadium.
And the Red Wolves will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Florida International offense is back on the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, what a move. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
Spins away from the defense. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, and he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Now on second down after the good first down run. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Near the 4-yard line. Brings up second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Goes to the option. Now the toss. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied.
24.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 47. Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And that's another FIU.
From the gun, give on the inside. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They've been running it, but now the pass. On target to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
FIU set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. And the pummeling has started. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 85 yards. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Caught over the middle. It's Stevenson. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield. It's Cross. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
It's a draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able to do that.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it on the outside. It's Jackson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's cross. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the 1st. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They want that clock to run. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
4th down coming up.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Arkansas State.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Right back to the well. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one.